All right, guys, it is time to review Carson's BH. This is Carson's second ever BH with his dog Rocco, and Rocco is Carson's second IGP dog. So they just healed to the long down. They're going to be in the long down while the other handler goes first. And as you can see, Rocco's already a little distracted. So he is in a down now. I did not film most of this long down just because long downs are kind of boring to film. As you can see, the dog didn't move, but he's smelling around. So Carson went and just picked up Rocco. The dog was a little bit smelling around, but he didn't move, so that was good. So now they're healing downfield because now it's their turn to go. It takes about 7-8 minutes to run a BH. So the dog was in a 7 to 8 minute long down. So now they're going to heal up to the basic position and then wait for the other handler to go and take position in the long down. As you can see, the dog really enjoys the healing. He's very happy in the healing. He's crowding a little bit here. You can see that. But other than that, I mean, the energy is really good. What we're looking for in a BH is the dog to be super open and energetic. That's the goal of me and the guys that I train with. We want full power. We want open, energetic, happy, powerful dogs in the healing and in all the exercises, really. So it's not really about, everything being perfect. It's more about having nice energy. So now they're going to get started. They're going to do the healing pattern. The healing pattern must occur on leash and then off leash. So nice healing up the field. Again, you can see the dog is crowding a little bit, but he's got the happy feet. Carson's moving well. I like to see, a handler that's just doing his thing and the dog is just giving him everything. And you can really see that here with Rocco. Really nice, powerful dog, and Carson's done a fantastic job bringing him along. He's had the dog since August, and it is now end of April. Actually, it's early May, so you guys can do the math on how long he's had this dog. Obviously, this is his first title with the dog, so a lot of work went into this, and it's looking good. Really nice and reliable so far. A lot of you guys ask, oh, you train with the e-collar. Can your dog do it without the e-collar? All our dogs must perform on the trial field. And on the trial field, there is no e-collar. So the answer to that question is yes. Anyways, so the both left turns were shown very nicely. As you can see, the dog is very dialed in. Nice active behavior from the dog. He's really flowing and moving very nicely. Now you're going to see healing through the group. Power, 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 baby. Really nice work here by Carson and Rocco. Very correct. When you trial, knowing the routine is very important. Being comfortable in the routine is very important. Guys that train with me, we train the routine so much that when they go on the field, they just run what they do in training, and it's like they're very comfortable, So now you see again, we take the leash off. Rocco, again, a little bit loses focus, but you can see he dials right back in there when Carson gives him the nonverbal signal for healing. And again, it's a BH, so sorry, guys, it's not as entertaining as maybe some other types of trialing, but there's a lot of healing in the BH. And luckily for us, Rocco really enjoys the healing, and he brings a lot of power to the healing. If anything, you see the dog get more distracted when he's stationary, but when he's in motion with Carson and moving with Carson, you see that really nice drive expression and super good behavior here. A little crowding in the running. You can see that the dog loses his rhythm because he's bouncing off Carson's leg there. It's a small thing that we're going to have to work a little bit on in the jogging and just get the dog a little more stable there. But really, really nice. It's a hotter day on this day, in case you can't tell. You see the panting. Very good. So now we're going to do the positions. Carson, I should say, opted to do the positions out of motion. So, sorry, not in motion. He's going to stop for the positions, which you're allowed to do on the BH. And that's just because of where the dog's at in training. It wouldn't be beneficial to do them in motion at this point. We'll save those for his IGP1. As you can see, nice focus. The dog does briefly glance away. Now, when they come back, you can see that the dog does take the option to look around. This is something that will need to be fixed a little bit. We want a little more power and focus there when the dog's in the position. Again, Carson's handling is excellent here. Very calm, step by step by step, not hectic, not messing the dog up.
Yes.
There's your down. Again, that sniffing on the ground, this will all have to be resolved. We want the dog to be much more focused on the handler as the handler walks away. You're going to see now the recall. Rocco has a very nice recall to the front. You can see he anticipates it a little bit, but really strong recall.
Oh, very good finish. Super. Good job, Carson. That was a nice routine. There's some small things like his downs. You can see the dog's a little loose in the down and smelling around and all this shit. That has to be all fixed. But other than that, I'd be very happy with the routine.
And Rocco, overall, I just want to comment, it's a very nice picture, a very attentive dog, wants to please you, and shows lots of power throughout the exercises. The on-leash healing, the basic position is correct. The normal healing up the field, the dog is very correct, very focused, good energy. The about turn is showing correctly. Into the fast, you have some slight jumping, ever so slight. The slow is showing correctly. Both right turns are without fault, and the about turn at the top there is showing correctly. The sit is fast and straight. Throughout the group, the dog is very focused and the sit is done correctly. This is a low, excellent exercise. Off-leash healing, basic position is correct. The normal healing up the field is focused and has good energy. The about turn is showing correctly. Here in the fast, the dog is bumping you at times, ever so slightly. The slow is correct. The sit is done fast. This is excellent exercise. Sit from the basic position. Basic position is correct. The buildup is correct. You show a pause. The dog sits immediately. On the way out, the dog is very focused. On the way back, the dog must be much more focused to you. He's looking around and slightly rested. Finish is without fault. This is a high, very good exercise. Down with the recall, the basic position is correct. The buildup is correct. You show a pause, the dog downs immediately. On the way out, the dog could be ever so slightly more attentive. There's a slight anticipation of the recall. He comes fast in front, and the finish is showing correct. This is a high, very good exercise. The long down, the setup is done correctly. He does a little bit of sniffing at times. He remains calm. The finish is shown without fault. This is also a high, very good exercise. You have more than enough points.